Hello people of the internet, my name is the Game Warrior and welcome back today to another Call of Duty 2015 video. Today we're going to be playing a little Black Ops 2 here in honor of Treyarch, who happens to be making the next Call of Duty game that is going to be released sometime later this year. And today I am not going to be talking about this gameplay hardly at all, aside from saying, of course, that it is a very good game, and it should be something to entertain your eyes while I talk about both Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and potential for Call of Duty 2015 to have exosuits and exo movements in the game. Now, before I go into this any further, I want to go ahead and point your attention to the straw poll that I have posted today that will take you to a link where you can vote for whether or not you want exosuits to be in the next Call of Duty game. Click on that link, real quick straw poll. You can vote to whether or not you want the next game to have exosuits, and you can also see where the vote stands so far and how other people think. So today, talking about Advanced Warfare and talking about Call of Duty 2015, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about everything for Call of Duty's past. Now, even though Call of Duty, every Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 1 fits the mold of your standard first-person shooter, really even defining the genre in many cases, each game in the series has tried to bring something new, something different to multiplayer. With Modern Warfare 2 was released, players had the option to choose their own kill streaks. With Black Ops 1, different types of kill streaks were implemented, as well as dolphin diving. With Modern Warfare 3, players could choose whether to run Specialist, Assault, or Support. With Black Ops 2 came the Pick 10 system, allowing players to customize their playstyle more than ever before. With Call of Duty Ghosts, they tried to implement a destructible environment into the game, even though this idea never reached as far as I'm sure they hoped. But with each release of these games, they still felt like the same game. They still felt like the same Call of Duty, and none of the changes were truly revolutionary. However, with the release of Advanced Warfare, players were giving something entirely new in the form of exosuits. New dynamics of gameplay were introduced, from being able to sail across rooftops, dash away from incoming grenades and enemy fire, and being able to slam down onto approaching enemies to kill or stun them. And where the exosuits were intended to create a more fast-paced environment for the game, myself and many others agree that the exosuits have made Call of Duty a slower game, and instead of making it faster, have just introduced more chaos into the game. But even though I feel that it has slowed the game down, me and others, many disagree. But I still feel that exosuits were a needed element in Advanced Warfare. It brought something new to a game franchise that I've said hasn't saw anything revolutionary since its first installment. The exosuits were different, and Call of Duty needed something different right about now. So now we pose the question, will Treyarch be bringing this revolutionary installment into their game? Will they be bringing exosuits into Call of Duty 2015? And so far, the main theories on the internet indicate that Call of Duty 2015 is either going to be set in World at War 2 or Black Ops 3. Now, a little over a week ago, I released a video concerning Call of Duty 2015, discussing whether or not the game will be set sometime in the past, mainly World War II, and I discussed the facts that have been released so far concerning the game, and why a World War II Call of Duty would make sense for the franchise. Now, if you wish to view that video, feel free to click the annotation on the screen to see the facts that we know so far. Now, even if Call of Duty 2015 will be set in the past, mainly World War II, it just wouldn't make sense for the game to have exo movements, and that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. With Treyarch, their gameplay mechanics so far have been based on smaller maps, quicker encounters, and kill streaks have been a primary feature in their game. Also, the potential to add vehicles to the maps, such as tanks as seen in World at War, could be used on a grander scale and would allow for faster travel on larger maps. Basically, without exosuits, without exo movements being set in the past, they could add other things that we have yet to see. However, if Treyarch decides to do as both Ghosts and Advanced Warfare have done, and focus on the future with Black Ops 3 or another undecided title or unnamed title, exo movements could be a possibility being set in the future. And with a 3-year development cycle, there is no doubt that Treyarch would have done more than enough, would have had more than enough time to implement the new mechanics into their title. And I'm sure, as with everything Treyarch has ever done with World at War, Black Ops 1, or Black Ops 2, they would make maps that would complement the exo movements while not hindering other aspects of the game. And if any Call of Duty could do something great with something else, do something great that they weren't used to, it would be Treyarch. Treyarch has made 3 of the best Call of Duty games by far. Black Ops 2, people say, is the greatest. Black Ops 1, people say, is the greatest. And World at War, it had zombies, which people say make Call of Duty the greatest franchise in gaming, I don't know, in gaming right now. So Treyarch is very good, and they are very effective with the games that they make. Now, as things stand right now, I personally don't want exo movements in the next game. Advanced Warfare was a great game and still is a great game, and the exo movements were a fun addition to this game. However, I personally think that out of all of the Call of Duty titles, that Advanced Warfare feels least like a Call of Duty game. To me, the way I have played Call of Duty and why Call of Duty has been fun to me is because it's always been competitive. It's been check your corners, move from cover to cover, flank as much as possible, pre-fire when you know there's an enemy, don't run around corners when there might be an enemy there, pre-aim, go for headshots, try and get your kill streaks, capture the objective, control the side of the map that is best for your team, use a silencer on smaller maps when you're hoping to flank, use the assault rifle when you're hoping for long-range encounters, and it's been more of a competitive type feel, even though if I've never played the game competitively. And with Advanced Warfare, I don't feel any of those aspects in this game, because with Advanced Warfare, there is chaos. And sometimes chaos is a good thing. In Advanced Warfare, you move across the map. There are people sometimes everywhere. You get into a situation in the center of the map where people are flying around. You get on the side of a building where people are always jumping over. There is chaos. And as I've said, sometimes chaos is a good thing. In Advanced Warfare, many times chaos succeeded. However, too much chaos can lead to a bad thing. And in my opinion, I hope that Treyarch abandon the idea of exosuits for the next title and instead focus on other things that can make the game fantastic, as they have in the past. From kill streaks, the potential for vehicles to be in the game like they were in World at War and various maps, the balancing of guns that they've always just done beautifully, and if implemented correctly, perhaps even a destructible environment system that makes sense. Now, Treyarch, if they are doing exosuits, I believe that they will do it well. Most likely even better than Advanced Warfare, especially having the 3-year development cycle. And I simply say that because Treyarch have put out 3 of the greatest Call of Duty games, in my opinion, to date. Black Ops 2 is probably my favorite Call of Duty, and it still stands the test of time. So, right now, those are my thoughts. That is what I think. Again, if I can make it work, there's going to be an annotation on your screen right now, and there will be a link in the description that will take you to the straw poll to where you can vote to show your opinion on the matter, to whether or not you think exosuits should be in the next Call of Duty. As I've said, if the game is going to be set at any time in the past, if it is going to be World at War II, and that means it's going to be World War II, then the potential for exosuits is out. It just wouldn't make sense for them to do it. If it is World at War II, and it's set in the future, which could be a possibility, then exosuits could be in, but they can still decide not to. So there are 2 sides to this. It's all theory right now. I'm personally hoping that they don't. I am curious to see what you guys, though. Leave your comment down below with your own opinions about what I have said or what your hopes for Call of Duty 2015 are. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what everybody else thinks, and I'm going to be sure to read the comments. I'm going to be sure to check that straw poll out. to hear what you guys have to say. So right now, at the end of this video, there are 2 videos you can go and see if you would like to hear more about Call of Duty 2015 or see some more awesome Black Ops 2 gameplay. The video on the left is where I talk about why Call of Duty 2015 would benefit from being set in the past, and the facts that we have that may prove this theory to be true. And on the right, I posted a video talking about the rumors that have been circulating since World at War and what I think about Call of Duty having a zombies campaign at some point in the future. Now, as always, if you would like to see more Call of Duty videos, then feel free to subscribe to my channel to stay tuned to the latest and greatest breaking Call of Duty 2015 information. Thank you all for watching this video. My name is Game Warrior. Be sure you have a very good day.